Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw.
On the slant, this is Chark.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Here's Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
First down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 12. So the completion results in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking and gets a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you
down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Throwing is Hurts. Complete to right. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown. 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. That is good. That'll make it 20-7. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, some strong running. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Yeah, they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A bit more of a somber tone here as they take the field after throwing that pick six. But, Charles, the bottom line is they still have the lead. They're still in the driver's seat.
You're right about that, and let's face it, when you throw a pick six, it's demoralizing. But when you look up at the scoreboard and realize you still have the lead, you kind of put that wry smile on your face and say, okay, let's just shake it off and start over again.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. That one complete to Hill. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson now. Robinson hauling it in outright. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Jackson to Barkley on the check down. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Eagles first down.
Keep it up.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Big play. Big play.
On first down, Hurts. And Sharp calls it in. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Wright's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick-six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Elliott good on the extra point. And it's 28-21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-six. And now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Jackson. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, Jackson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hurts sets up to throw it. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown Giants. Tyreek Hill. 68 yards. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now they're in the hurry-up.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 67 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. Play action. Here's Hurts. Complete to right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Barkley, inside handoff. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Flushed out right, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Jackson now. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And now here's another interception. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 75 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. Dances by him. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
You guys are garbage.
Second and 10.
Hey, let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's right. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a gain of 6.
Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because